All right, we are so fortunate to have, I consider her to be a rock star of the culinary scene, on the comic scene, of just like a great human being scene here in Canada.
Oh my gosh!
It's a delight to have you.
Happy now.
Mairlyn Smith is in the house. I have watched you for a very long time. Love watching you on Cityline. That's where many of our viewers will know. BT Toronto gets her a lot, but we are so fortunate to have you here. And I have been following this since it came out the 1st of December. This the first week, Homegrown. This is celebrating the Canadian foods we grow, raise, and produce with 160 delicious recipes. First of all, congratulations. That's awesome.
You know, labor of love, big time.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a big supporter of Canadian farmers and choosing Canadian over imported, you know, when we have the choice in the grocery store.
Right.
And so I wanted to write a book that just celebrated, you know, Canadian farming to the get-go. And so that's that.
This book,
is it.
It could not be more timely at a time when cauliflower is like $9 million, when we're looking at any kind of exported food in. We want to be eating locally. So this is wonderful. What I love about what you've brought to the table is that you've actually focused on Alberta. I didn't know we were such barley freaks.
You guys.
And millet.
Oh yeah, no, you're big. No, seriously. And when I think about local, I don't just think about your province, I think about all of Canada.
Right.
But you know, every province has this unique, wonderful thing that they offer to the whole Canadian plate. And so, you know, Alberta is huge with wheat and barley. And so, yeah, I've got a stew that's totally dedicated to Alberta.
Let's start with the stew because
we're starting with dinner.
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
This is how I roll, you know. Like sometimes I just like to shake it up a bit. First of all, because it looks amazing. My little Irish roots right now are going, that's beef stew.
Oh, that's beef stew for sure.
Mama wants some.
Okay, so it's a beef stew that's in a slow cooker, and barley's the thickener. There's carrots and peas in it, onion, and it's simple, easy, delicious, nutrient dense, and it uses, you know, that's like 99% Alberta ingredients. The only thing that wouldn't be is, you know, the salt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, I got to, you know, make clarified. I'd use spices in the book and condiments because if I didn't, it would be a pioneer cookbook. And you know what?
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't want to write one of those, so I want to do more inclusive. So yeah, that's for sure.
And
Can we
went out.
Can we go to breakfast?
We can.
That's like the breakfast of champions for me. Is that okay?
Let's start with breakfast. Let's go back to breakfast.
We'll go back to breakfast. So I'm a big fan of the Dairy Farmers of Canada and choosing 100% Canadian milk. You know, when you go to buy cheese, you look for the cow. The little blue cow means it's 100% Canadian cheese.
Right.
Unless you know that it is local.
Right.
But if you don't, that's a way to find out. And then I'm a big fan of Activia yogurt. I've been eating that for 30 years, and my favorite is that 0% fat Greek-style vanilla.
Right.
And it's got protein, it's got calcium. Most women, we don't get enough calcium. I'm not a fan of taking calcium pills. So I'd rather get my calcium from food, but it's a probiotic too. And we need probiotics in our diet every single day to maintain.
What?
You know what? There's so much long-term research that's going into this, and it's more to come. But like all of the research is indicating that our immune system starts in our GI. And so if you have a healthy gastrointestinal tract, then you have a better immune system to support it.
Gotcha. You can't see, but you gestured with your hand to your
gestured
GI.
to my I'm so short. I could be, anyway, whatever. Okay, I was gesturing on the gut area.
Yeah,
okay,
which is so true, because happy gut, happy life.
That's
kind of
right.
Thing. Yeah,
no,
totally.
So,
Absolutely.
big fan of Activia, and it's a great yogurt. So then I add things to it.
Love it.
All right, because I want to support Canada too with flaxseed ham parts. And then I'm a big fan of berries, but not right now because to buy...
So expensive.
Well, they're so expensive, but they're from another country, and by the time they got here, you know, their nutrient, you know, their breakdown has actually gone down too. So I call it like coming up on the blueberry bus. You know, it's a long ride, right? So to buy a Canadian blueberry, now... Alberta's not big on blueberries, but BC is almost like world famous for blueberries.
Right.
And so when you look for the package, and this is your learning thing, somewhere on the front there it's going to say Canada A. Does it say Canada?
Oh, it does.
Okay.
It sure does, right on the bottom there.
But that's not an indication that it's Canadian. And that's where I think people make a lot of mistakes. Because that's just a grading system. You have to look to prove that it's product of Canada at the back, and it's going to say product of Canada. Do you see it should be right around the nutrition breakdown on the side? Can I come across too?
It sure does. Look, there it is. My finger was in the way, but there it is.
Product of Canada. And
boom.
So whenever you're choosing frozen, which is going to be cheaper right now to actually, you know, shop in the frozen fruit and vegetable department versus, you're like, cauliflower is crazy. You know, I mean, but frozen is going to be way cheaper. Always turn the package around to see whether it's product of Canada.
Love it.
And then, you know what, if it isn't and you still want that and it's product of USA, that's okay because it wasn't in season anyway. But I'm encouraging you to always choose seasonal, local, and then product of Canada. So yeah,
Love it.
there you go.
We have just seconds left, but I have to get
lunch,
to this. Yes, this is, and this array, this is so beautiful. What is this?
Okay, this is, they're wheat kernels, but they now call them wheat berries because it's way sexier. And And then the people going, I'm not eating a wheat kernel. Anyway, yeah, so, and you cook it like rice. It's sort of like a Canadian version of rice. And we have red, brown, green and brown lentils that are really big on the prairies that we grow them. And this is a lentil wheat berry salad with an apple from BC, a walnut from Ontario, and Alberta honey.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Canola oil, which, oh my gosh, omega-3s make you happy. Less saturated fat. Woo!
And
anyway.
boom, you've just like honored the country that we are so proud to call home. This is amazing. You've got to get this cookbook. It's brilliant. It's like having a little piece of Mairlyn Smith in your home, which I think everybody would be happier and healthier for it. So it is awesome to meet you.
You know, and we wrote it with the members of the Ontario Home Economist Association. So there's tons of voices in there, and they're all Canadiana, and I'm so proud of it.
Awesome. Well, we're so delighted to have you here.
Thanks, Richard.
So lucky. Check out, you can get this on Amazon. You can get it pretty much anywhere right now. Is that right?
Bookstores, yeah, sure. Order it online. A bookstore, you know, it's around.
Just get it.
Okay.
Oh, Canada. Oh, thank goodness for Mairlyn Smith. We'll be back. More dinner television after this. So good. Congratulations.
Thank you.